Holy shit! Is that a shotgun?
Well, it has to be. It's his only ranged weapon.
Cut down all those trees.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Arcloid, and we're here with episode 16 of One Piece. But before that, I'm going to drop you a link real quick, Arc. So you just want to go ahead and click on that in whatever browser window you'll eventually be looking at. As
Should I sign in or I'll just use guest as
I
this
think most
son.
people use guest. I mean, I don't know, you probably want to keep looking at it, so you might want to sign up, but maybe do that later. You can just do
Yeah.
guest for now, just to look at it.
And then when I started using concept board myself, so oh nice.
I think I'm up to episode 6. I didn't get to finish because I was doing this the other day, and then I had a bunch of recordings I needed to do, and then came back to it for a little bit, and then more recordings I had to do, and then editing, and etc., etc., etc. I don't actually know how I'm gonna lay this out. This is just what I started with.
I love the picture you chose for Usopp with the bandit is all up his nose.
Well, I didn't choose these so much. I usually, when I pick pictures, I go to a website called Behind the Voice Actor because it'll list all the characters that have voice actor lines attached to them.
I see.
So I just use those pictures, and then sometimes when they're missing, I'll just go like to their wiki pages and grab whatever picture is there. But yeah, this is essentially the characters that we know from. God, I don't know. Hold on. Unfortunately, I just recently closed and opened all my browser windows. So let me see. Yep, I don't know. I don't know because the only tab I have open to that isn't the one that I was using. Up to episode 9. Or sorry, episode 8, because obviously I haven't grabbed episode 9 stuff yet. So, you got Gold Roger up here, not attached to anybody, but he's a character
Yeah.
that we know. We have the Alvita Pirates. You got Shanks' crew, as we've seen in the flashback episodes. You got
It's Usopp.
Buggy's crew. The thing is, Buggy's crew is made up of a bunch of not specifically named people, but more so like named groups of people. Like trapeze people, which is a group of 3 people in Buggy's group, and it's like, well, I'm not going to add people that aren't individually named.
Right. I
Um,
appreciate that. There would be too many people then.
then of course down here in the civilian territory, you got the bandit guy who gets killed in the backstory flashback. You get the bartender lady, the mayor of that town,
Whoop slap. I love that man.
the dog that's protecting Hawker's pet supply store area, the mayor of that town. See, I'm also trying to figure out how to like attach the lines to everybody because obviously I'm going to be crisscrossing so many people that I just really don't know how to do it yet. Maybe I need to make all these boxes bigger. You have
Yep.
Kuina from the Zoro flashback, Rika, the mom from the bar, and Rika, the daughter from the town. Was it? Wasn't Orange Town? Was it? I can't remember the name of the town, but the town. Oh no, it's the Marine base, the one Marine base we've seen so far. Specifically, the one over here where Captain Morgan is from, and then all of Captain Morgan's crew under him: Ripper, Rokaku, Ukari.
I like how you put the ranks there.
Well, because Marines have ranks, so I mean, eventually there'll be some sort of rank thing over here for the pirates, but we haven't encountered that yet, so everyone's just at captain rank and underneath the captain. So yeah, at the moment all I have is pirates, marines, and civilians. Eventually I'll figure out how to do this better. But for now, this is what I got up to episode 8.
Well, this tool does look quite flexible, so it looks like you are not set in stone with what you're doing. You can move them around and retain their connections, right?
No, well, I mean, possibly. I don't do it that way. You can do it so that they like stick to where they are, and then if you move them around, the lines will follow. Probably be easier, but I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it looks when the lines are stuck to them because they're just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing for me.
Well, if it's not an aesthetic you like, then you don't like it.
Either way, that's what we got going on for right now to help us keep track of all the characters in the show for the next 1,000+ episodes. Anyway, how about you go ahead and tell us what happened last time?
Oh, jeez. I didn't write my notes last time, so uh, we learned about Captain Kuro and how he wanted to retire, and Luffy sassed him because that's not a proper attitude that a pirate should have, because he wants to be king of the pirates. So his ambition is much greater. He was bragging about that. We also learned that Captain Morgan killed an imposter captain that was hypnotized by Django, and Morgan was also hypnotized to believe that this imposter was Koro. So that explains a lot of what happened in the earlier episodes with Kobe, who I only remember because I can actually see his name on your chart there now.
Alright, was that everything?
That's everything I can recall.
Alright then, well, I say we go ahead and just get into it then.
Right on.
But before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra. I guess somebody in the comments is eventually gonna have to tell us how far in we can get before we could say, like, I don't know, sample the live action version. Just so I can show you the comparison.
I'm sure the live action will move a little faster than this.
Well, yeah. I just mean, I don't know. I don't know how interested I am. I have seen the first 4 episodes myself. Well, 3? Maybe the first 3 episodes? I don't know. We don't typically watch anything but anime here, so if he it would be weird to suddenly grab the live action and go to that.
Yeah, I see that it would be kind of off base for you guys.
Well, I mean, I know for like 3 years now all I've done on this channel is watch anime, but it's not like all I watch is anime. I do watch other set in my normal everyday life.
Yeah, like live action is based on anime.
Well, I mean, not really. I don't really watch live action. I don't know. I do some. I've watched a few live action versions of anime, but they're typically not good.
Yeah, like the Dragon Ball movie.
I just mean that I watch normal television shows just like everybody else too. My life isn't completely revolving around anime. Well, I guess technically it is, in that I record all of these things that I'm watching and I'm editing them, and then I'm talking about them all the time.
I like to watch Forge and Fire and judge them when they're wrong about weapons. Oh yeah, Django took Kaya away.
No, he didn't.
He followed her.
Yeah, that's different.
Much different, yes. when he could have just cut off his arm.
Well, that's alright. He punched him in the face when he could have just slashed him in the face, too. I mean, technically, we're still in the recap, because this happened last episode.
It's helping me remember the details that I obviously forgot. Look at Luffy, yeah, I did it right that time, judging him.
Right, and then he breaks the blades.
Can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen, right?
I was just thinking how long these episodes would be if I cut out all the recaps and the flashbacks. This one would already be down to 20 minutes.
That is great. So these are only 25 minutes long. They're probably running too fast for her.
No, she's
Yeah,
right
she's
there in the
gonna have a
middle
heart
of them.
attack. Holy shit, was that a chakram?
Well, it has to be. It's his only ranged weapon.
Cut down all those trees. I'm not that impressed. Luffy caught one with his teeth.
I mean, I'm kind of impressed. He cut down a bunch of trees with them.
Yeah, wood is certainly difficult to cut.
I mean, I'm pretty sure on the next time on, we see him getting kicked in the nuts.
Oh, well, I'd say you'd spoil it for me, but I'm going to be seeing it happen pretty soon
You
anyway.
literally commented on it when you saw it on the next time on last time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that had to hurt getting the sneeze knife stifled like that.
Yeah, Zoro's not good with directions.
I'm impressed that Usopp knows his forest well enough to know which way is east, west, north, and south without a compass.
He's lived on this island his whole life.
Well, this is coming from me, someone with a bad sense of direction. Poor girl, she's gonna self-sacrifice.
I mean, it didn't make any sense. Everyone's fighting to save her, so her sacrificing herself is the one thing that doesn't make any sense.
Hell of a cut.
I mean, plus he can catch them without chopping his hands in half.
That's even Luffy cut his the corner of his mouth on one. He wasn't quite fast enough. Brave kids. Uh-oh. He found them. Figure he'd be more careful with his fingers, even the ones that have the broken blades. He wouldn't have them on his head.
I mean, when he rushed up to Luffy, he still just punched Luffy in the face. He didn't claw him with his blades. So he still has his super speed. He already said he was going to kill all of them, so there's no point in them cheering him on.
That's true. He is quite the evil bastard. And Django. Oh, even though Django's still doing his bidding.
俺たちが村を襲うのはまだ手遅れじゃないでしょ。それにジャンゴ船長があの女に遺書を書かせりゃ計画は成功のはず。この計画の心配なら不要だ。てめえらの屍さえありゃ何なりと濡れ衣を着せられる。
Because he wants to retire. So he can't have a bunch of witnesses or people that know him.
Exactly. He wants to leave Kuro behind for good.
And like I said, Django could just hypnotize him into believing that he doesn't know who he is.
But he's gotta do 1-2 Django before Kuro can get up to him and claw his head off.
Well, no, I mean, Kuro knows what Django's power is. He could just have Django hypnotize himself into not knowing who Kuro is.
Oh, that's true. He can, because he can hypnotize himself. Luffy does not like this guy at all.
I really love the 30 seconds of animation where we just froze the frame.
That's why I like Usopp.
Why? Because Luffy likes him?
Because he's a better pirate than Kuro.
I don't think he is.
何を？
お前は本物の海賊を知らないんだ。
Ooh.
So I mean, if Luffy didn't show up, Usopp would have just fucking died.
Yeah, he's hasn't reached his full potential yet. He needs Kameguru.
Which means that Kuro would be a better pirate than Usopp.
Yeah, because Usopp would be dead.
I mean, is he only fighting one guy? Yeah, he doesn't tend to kill everybody here, so...
His arms have no elbows anymore. They're just wiggling.
I mean, he does
What a
have
time to cut it.
he's got super speed at the end of the day.
Yeah, so he could be still that moment, and then next thing you know, he's across the rocks.
Well, I meant more so that at the end of the day, when it comes to who's a better pirate, he's a normal human with super speed. Usopp is a normal human that lies a lot.
Usopp is at least not afraid to stand up to.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Usopp is afraid all the time.
Well, he owns the fact that he's got the blood of a pirate, unlike Kuro.
もう少しあると思ったのにお宝さて戦いは終わった頃かしら
Maybe when I said he wasn't afraid, I should have been more specific.
終わったのかしら
It's weird how some of these cuts are on a different layer than the background.
Like the cuts on the scenery.
Well, like when the cut was near Luffy and he looks over to the side and the background is panning over, the cuts are moving
Oh,
because they're on a different layer.
I didn't notice that. That's a good eye on you.
Well, the same thing happened to the mast of the ship in the background. The camera's panning back and the mast is on the same layer as the ship is, which isn't on the same layer as the background.
Almost cut me on the toes.
They're literally not his friends.
Never were.
See, those cuts were actually in the same layer.
Same with those. Good catch.
Like he did. Literally bleeding from those cuts.
This goes to prove how ineffective his weapons were. Can't get a lot of strength behind a finger blade cut. No shits are given.
I know it's meant to imply, like, I'm not afraid of you, but I have to say it's the least entertaining moments in this show so far. The stare downs. I've been able to give you another example of the multi-layer
The
animation
footprints. I think anytime you see outlines on a natural feature, that tends to, except for like the tree roots there, but like where there's a lot of color differential already between what's going on, if there's outlines, it might usually be a foreign element. Oh, that wasn't a kick.
Well, it was the shot we saw, though.
That just sucks. Having to sneeze with banged up balls. It fell on his feet. Yep.
Because down on the beach, people are dying, but over here we're playing cartoons.
Ouch.
And the thing is he could literally just do anything. He could hypnotize them into believing that they're part of the Black Cat Pirates. And just,
then let her kill him.
oh no, I mean, and just have them tell him where
Where she
Kaya
is,
is, yeah.
Kaya, that's it. Okay.
Or to bring her to him.
Oh, this is good. Right in time.
Well, they're not there. They just heard them. I mean, conceivably, this is the episode where they're all having stare downs with a character who literally hypnotizes people in it. See, at least this one works to her benefit.
She's afraid to do it, though. Good thing that a nice flat stump was right there. Well, then again, he did cut down a bunch of trees.
Yeah. Well, one, you don't confirm that after you've done the thing.
Yeah, especially after you're dead. Patting him on the wound. It's amazing he still has shark in those crisscross cuts. Maybe it's stuck to the blood.
Thank God we pause every time we need to talk. Once again, since I have to mute most of these episodes, you might not understand when I say this, but those sound cues always tell you when the episode's about to end.
Yeah, I haven't picked that up yet. Thank you. But now I feel bad for talking because you said you have to pause every time.
What?
You had to pause it every time we talk, so I felt kind of bad about that.
I didn't say that.
Then I
Are you
misheard you.
Is
I think I
this like
misheard
a
you.
situation like 10 episodes back where I said the word pause as a part of my conversation and you paused and
Yes,
then we had to go
something like
back
that.
in?
I
Yeah.
heard you badly, but I didn't pause this time.
Yeah, no, I don't remember why I said the word pause. I remember I was just saying it conversationally. I was referring to something when I said it. I didn't
Yeah.
say we had to pause every time you talked.
And I thought you meant like you paused the not the recording, but like the show in the
こっちは片付いた。
presentation that you make.
名前を捨てて海から逃げるようなお前に負けるか。俺の名前を一生覚えてろ。何怒ってんの？あいつら嫌いだ。間違ってる。海賊なんてあんなものよ。仲間ってのはあんなんじゃない。次回ワンピース。
Okay, it's a very romantic view of pirates.
No, he just has a very different view of pirates. And he doesn't seem to accept that the world's definition of pirates makes him wrong. Well, you have any thoughts about this episode?
It was certainly suspenseful. You know, good bits of action with, you know, even the Django fight scene because he was cutting down trees with a chakram. You know, good. At least enough to make it interesting to keep watching rather than just seeing some tall, lanky dude with rubber hose lips walking through a forest. Although, like you said, the stare downs were a little bit much, but they did have a meaning they conveyed that Luffy was more badass and able to take a fight than Kuro.
It's just
Kuro
that they
just,
lasted comically long.
yes. Like I said, they're a bit much.
Anything else?
Well, I liked how close we got to seeing Django kill Kaya when he got her to sign the will without killing, in exchange for not killing the Usopp pirates. So
Yeah, I
that was
guess.
interesting how close we got to see to a very horrible end, and then Usopp and Ronaro Zoro come by and save the day. Ronaro, is that how you
I
say
think
it?
you just call him Zoro.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess that's all the thoughts for today's episode. So we go ahead and wrap up here. I've been Theta. This is Arcloid. Once again, we've been Stone-Faced Reactions, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?